Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Anodyne 2. And you may notice that there's nothing to notice. No coins, that is. So I did go ahead and collect all of them that were in the center city. There is no indicator, of course, as to how many there are to find. But I did find a whopping 82 of them. Or rather, I did find 84, but I cannot figure out how to collect 2 of them. Everything else was pretty straightforward, just, you know, no huge challenges involved, really. Just look everywhere. I mean, assuming I have looked everywhere, obviously it's possible that I missed a couple of corners here and there, but I was pretty thorough, and they're usually visible from pretty far away. Yeah, most of them were just, you know, in some corners on top of some things that you could jump onto. The 2 that I can't get to are actually on the other side. Yeah, they are behind the tongue guy. In that passage that looks like it leads somewhere but doesn't. They are too high up to reach, as far as I can tell. I hope it's not going to be super tight, and not every single coin is going to be necessary to buy things. I mean, right now there are only these 3 objects to buy. So there's that. I suppose I could go ahead and buy these, because I really don't know what these are. I'm going to buy the one for Sinnoh, just in case it triggers something down here, so... yes. Okay, and that does unlock more things right away. The MetaClean framework thanks you. Have a meta day. Have a meta day. Activates meta info points about CCC and more. What could those terms mean? That is a good question. Explore the world to find meta info points. You may need to re-enter an area to see the meta info points. Okay. Well, I suppose in that case I might as well buy this one right away. About Ring CCC and Ring Highway. Okay. What is this log then? It's pretty inexpensive, so... log 2003 18M. Pashmina, Pashman, do you see the Kraftan? A dog with eyes the size of towers, a cat with tongue the length of air? Why do we reach out and find so little left to us? Why is the center hollow, the bagel wrapped in barnacles? Do everything bagels contain a kitchen sink? What? Do everything bagels contain a kitchen sink in which to wash off all of the shame of their excess? That sentence somehow doesn't make sense, grammatically. Not just, you know, not just in the other way. Semantically, I guess. May I please elevate myself to the point of grass? I'm a worm, I'm a carrot, I'm a stick. I'm myself at the end of my own tether, reaching out for who I am, and was, and will be. I'll ask over and over again like a fool, like a fool, to be seen by her, the fragrant one, and she won't be able to understand what I'm saying. Yeah, not if you're saying things like these. Won't be able to hear me. It's like I'm speaking through a stained glass window, which are known to suppress sound, first and foremost. I'm a soft and blurry shape, shadows behind the form of Jesus. Okay, suddenly religion. A sermon on the mount of meaningless shadow puppet shows, and now the radiators, too hot to touch, steam and yowl and dare the iridescent, eradicated wasteland of my mind. Irradiated, of course, wasteland of my mind. Yeah, okay. I don't know if that was deep or just random. I'm not going to buy the card detector right away because I want to see what it looks like on a map that actually might have more cards to find. I'm assuming that I found everything down here. And since the game told me that I'm probably going to have to reload the map, I'm assuming that I actually do have to reload the map. I guess I might as well go up and check out the overworld. Right away I see some coins spinning in the distance. Really just a single-digit number of pixels. Well, I guess it's barely double digits. Oh, that over there might be the marker? That's definitely new. But also, take a look at the map. Okay, wait. What are the C's? C for cards? Could it? Oh, wait. That's in the outer lands. Yeah, okay, of course. Sure. But that's interesting, though. I mean, I suppose I did note last time that there are 3 more parts of the dust prism to restore and to fill, which presumably unlocks something. Just it doesn't look, at least from the roads and from the layout of the map, like anything will get added even further outside, away from the center. So I guess maybe some individual locations that are currently inaccessible will be unlocked in the future. Obviously, only 3 cards seem to be on the map right now, but I mean, that being said, they are already on the map. So what exactly does this card detector even do? Have a meta day. Okay. Use it through the inventory menu. Oh, okay. Card detector. There are no cards remaining in this 3D area. Oh, okay, so it will just tell you if in the specific area you're in, there's something to find out. All right. However, if there is still a card icon on your map, you need to shrink to nanoscale to find the cards. Oh, okay, cards like as objects within containers in the 3D space. Okay, so those are not on the map then, I assume. Huh. I guess I better make sure then to check out the. Oh, I didn't necessarily mean to transition there, but that's okay. I mean, I'm in this area now, so no cards remaining in this area. Huh. Yeah, again, I mean, the map only shows 3 cards that are apparently accessible via nanoscale in, it looks like, well, I suppose the entire southeastern landmass is one continuous space. It might not be. That might be a transition, I suppose. But yeah, anyway, there are only 3 card symbols, and we do need at least 4 more. Well, we do need 4 more for the next prism. So there must be some to find just out in the world. Also 2 heart pieces or containers, or forget what exactly they're called here. Not that there's a whole lot more room for extra health units, I guess. It looks like it could fit anything between 3 or 4, depending on how far to the right they go. I guess it could fit 4 more, possibly, but maybe only 3. So in that regard, we might be getting pretty close to the end. As far as empty spaces here, I don't know if I checked that on camera before, but I definitely did count them off camera. And it looks like there is exactly 12 cards remaining, so as many as we've found already. Which makes sense, because we are missing exactly 12 more to restore the prism. So I guess most of those things were pretty obvious, but, you know, sometimes I need to just recap things for myself, more so than for my viewers. All right. Oh, I didn't even see the coins on the other side there. So what are you going to tell me? A stunning view. You'll be pleased to know the cenote below you is modeled in 1:1 size as the cenote you've explored. And we had to do... Oh, these are actually developer notes? Oh. All we had to do was use a time-tested technique, the copy-paste. By keeping cenote visible, we've cued you in onto the relative scale of the world of New Theland. We also saved money. Well, cool. So that is actually like a copy of the map. Except you, unfortunately, you cannot just, you know, jump and gently float down. Fair enough. And we have not... Oh, never mind. We actually have unlocked something new. Presumably by just coming up here. Dreamfield. Oh, is that a fast travel, actually? It looks like it could be. Also, I don't really remember, except maybe subconsciously, something about fast travel might have been mentioned when this MetaClean system was introduced. Warp. You can return via the menu. Wait. I mean, I don't know what Dreamfield would refer to. Is that something only accessible, some kind of extra area only accessible through here? Before I do that, I want to actually head down and quickly check out the marker for cenote. Assuming it's... oh, like literally right here. You might look at this elevator and see a simple object that doesn't even move, but to do that would be looking past our true intent, simplifying the often complicated elevator experience. By utilizing teleportation tech, we can move you from Sinnoh to the Blue Veil in mere seconds. Isn't that better than waiting for 15 seconds? Well, it depends on how fast the elevator would have worked. If you had animated it. Okay. Did that add only... no, never mind. There are multiple. Okay. In fact, I think there might be another one up there as well. I'm not sure. Actually, maybe not. Truly, Sinnoh is a testament to our ability to deliver prime spatial experiences. Despite the difficulty of filling a giant hole, Sinnoh still feels complete. Was it expensive? Sure. Was it time-consuming? Perhaps. But with this experience in hand, we now know how to increase our future efficiency. I mean, these don't seem to be necessarily 100% accurate developer commentary bits, but I don't know, something like a mix between dev commentary and in-universe notes from the people who supposedly built this place. Although I guess lore-wise, everything was just created by the center, so I'm not really sure. The circular road incorporates the omnidirectional vision philosophy, wherein we can scatter multiple landmarks for you to remember. When you want to visit one, merely look for the landmark and drive your way around to it. How simple, how divine. Yeah. I suppose. Okay, so there was one up here. Speaking of landmarks, I can't say that I see another one of these markers. I'm going to just drive around once. Actually, there are at least two over there, so never mind. And also, yeah, the 2 coins that I couldn't figure out how to reach. I mean, it might be easy, but then again, there's not really all that much you can do. They are that high up and that deep into this corridor. Whoa, 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 camera, what? What just happened? Wait. What is happening, actually? Oh, the camera is just clipping outside of this wall. Oh, that was just super confusing to me somehow. Yeah, anyway, but that doesn't allow me to do anything with this wall, like climb it or something. And this is definitely way too high up to reach. This wall is angled on the wrong direction to even be possible to climb. And it's not possible to hover all the way from where the guy is sitting. That being said, if I could climb onto that disc floating behind him... Whoa. Camera, again. Please don't. Wait, can I... Oh, what? I didn't see this person. This boy is the size of a small mouse, but surprisingly his voice projects quite well. Mini boy. Wow. Welcome to part 1 of 3 of the Sinnoh tour. Oh, wait. Wait. Was he here before? Or was he added through the... At the same time those info markers were added. I'm assuming he was here all along, I just missed him. Anyway, above us we have the Sinnoh clock. It used to tell the time, but a few years ago it broke and no one has been able to jump up there to repair it. A testimony to the meaninglessness of time. What does it matter if it's 6 o'clock, 10:30? Anything can happen, if it may be willed. What does meaningless of time mean? I don't know, lady, I'm just a kid. Meaningless of time. Okay, so that was intentionally wrong, I guess? Okay. Sure. Not the weirdest thing I've experienced in this game. That's for sure. Actually... I don't think that's gonna work. Wait, how did I do it before? I guess I can jump... Oh, no, I definitely cannot. I think I made the jump from here to that roof. Yes. And then... across like this. This feels like... well... I feel like I used to travel differently to reach this platform, but that's okay. Oh, maybe I can jump onto him. Wait. Actually, this does not seem to be possible. Oh, well. And then I fell. You know, that's okay. I'm pretty sure that the coins aren't gonna be that limited, but who knows. What have we here? By requiring someone to use these roofs to climb up to Gustine, we've utilized the layered level technique. This new technology enables us to create multi-tiered places, which on a second glance endow you with a deeper understanding of what seemed to be mere set dressing. Well, indeed. In fact, it took me embarrassingly long to figure out that not only there was an important object to interact with up there, or person, I guess. Sorry, Gustine. But also that, there was actually some platforming to be done. When it comes to large spaces, we know it would take far too long to walk around. However, walking around is a necessary feature when exploring the smaller areas of New Zealand. That's why we developed RideScale, a novel transportation solution. No longer do the creators of today need to rely on old concepts such as having to whistle for your horse or car. We've jumped into the future and brought instant car transformation right to your doorstep. And I'm kind of grateful for it, I suppose. At first I wasn't sure how necessary it would be, and I guess it's not technically necessary, but definitely appreciated. Oh, okay, I was just about to say this area might deserve its own marker. We understand the difficulty of high walls. They block your view, making navigation difficult. Such a pain. That's why we widened the walls leading up to the auger and even added some signs that our harshest critics might call unsubtle. But they serve their purpose, and that is truly what matters. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to lose your way in there. Not to mention that there's a map that literally displays the entire path. Okay, it seems like I might have seen all the markers then, unless some are a bit more hidden from view. I mean, there could be one, like, right where the Guams are. At the end of that alleyway. Could be one up here, sneakily. Nope. Alright, well then. This is the first, well, not the first one, the second one, yeah, that I read. And on the other side, the other plaza, there isn't one. Okay, cool. Well, I suppose I've seen everything here then, except there might be something down in the central room. I guess it would make sense to put some kind of commentary down there. Center Sanctuary. Or is this too sacred a place to be desecrated? Maybe. Well, I mean, it's okay. It's interesting. Yeah, about the collection of the coins, though, I can't help but feel like that the entire, inclusion of that feature, or addition of that feature, of that in-game shop, and, making me collect a bunch of ultimately inherently useless collectibles, are some kind of commentary on modern game design, or, game design in general. And that, by going out of my way to actually collect all of them, I'm doing exactly what's expected of me, and, being like I don't know. Anyway, I did it, being fully aware of those implications, and it's fine. It was mostly inoffensive. Didn't take all that long, wasn't super hard or anything, but it was kind of mindless. Which way is the right way to go? Ha! There is no wrong way. With the dual exit roadway, we've encouraged exploration through all directions of New Zealand. Wander freely. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Okay. That's a lone coin here. Okay. Wasn't sure if I would be able to reach it, but that was actually easy to do. Okay, and since I'm here now, I might as well use the detector. I mean, I think I've explored these places pretty thoroughly, so I'm not really expecting there to be any cards left to find. And I suppose the heart pieces, from what it looks like, are always on the map. Although, that being said, The two heart pieces are actually displayed right next to cards, so it looks like they might be found inside the same nanospace, well, nanospaces as the cards as well. I am curious about this one. I'm going to continue and possibly finish my tour of the Blue Veil, my retour of the Blue Veil. Oh, hello there. Wait, do I actually have to climb all the way up to get these coins? Is it worth it? I mean, I still have 37 left. And actually, the list only really has space for one more item, surprisingly. Unless it expands. Not entirely sure what to expect. Okay, there are some coins there as well. Might as well save the game. The opening... Wait, there was... on the other side, yeah. Here we have to jump across. I suppose I can probably reach the coins here. Oh, I actually managed to stand on that razor thin fence there. Convenient. Right, the access is here. No other coins visible. A bit of a detour for just 2 more coins, but oh well. Yep, looks like only 2 more. Alright. Would have been annoying to miss one of those. I suppose specifically the second one. And just to make absolutely sure, because I didn't actually look around here. No. Well, there could be some on the other end, though. I didn't see any. I should probably make sure. And there are none. Alright. Cool. So let's see here. Not a whole lot of coins visible at a glance. So I guess I'm glad that the entire open area here isn't just littered with them. Definitely prefer the occasional one in some, you know, kind of corner or other somewhat notable landmark. I mean, it's still making me drive all over this place that I've already, you know, traveled at least twice over. And I think this place I needed to drift down to from above. Guess I might as well do that right now. You know what? I'm not going to go ahead and collect all the coins on camera. I did it off camera for Center City for good reason, and I'm not going to suddenly change my mind about it. I was really mostly looking for info markers, which I'm not really seeing. Since I'm up here... Oh, map. Map? Camera, I mean. Alright, I got this. Yep, nothing has changed here, as expected. Gonna just quickly check out the other points of interest. Specifically this house here, just to see if there's a marker here. There's not. And I suppose you know, might as well pick up the coins that are right there, but I'm not going to go out of my way to collect all of them. But will probably do it off camera, just because I can. Okay. Also no info markers visible right away, and I'm assuming, yep, no cards. So that means I have actually checked all of them. Right? Yeah. I think. Wait, no, I haven't been to the south, actually. So let's quickly move there. I guess I can always just go ahead and save the coin collection for off-camera, and if during those collections I find any more markers like this one that I didn't see before, but right here I see two actually. If I find any more, I'm just going to go back and record them on camera. Our design concept for this area was gliding over a canyon. We wanted to give you the feeling of truly being high up on the highway and be able to look down below. Many areas in New Zealand start with this kind of base spatial concept. Well, I guess it worked out. Oh, I don't think... never mind. Guess I must have climbed this at some point. To spice things up, we divide the location of cards between those in nanopoints and those in 3D. And this is one example of breaking the pattern of expectation, in which we tweak an established pattern so that exploration becomes more intriguing. You wouldn't just want a single room with 10 NPCs and 10 cards, right? I mean, I guess not. Not sure if I used this here yet, but no. As I thought, as I figured, I have actually been thorough and picked up everything in the area that had been accessible so far. So, well, actually, since I'm right here, I might as well go ahead and visit the Outer Lands for the first time for real. The Outer Sands, more precisely, Outer Sands South. Now without the huge, imposing dust barrier. I wonder if it's possible to re-enter the tower and revisit the Dustbound. Also, I kind of wish I had at least tried to explore this gate here that I saw when I was on my way to the tower the first time. But of course, with Nova constantly collapsing, that would have been a little bit arduous. Oh, interesting. So each of these areas, well, I suppose this one does look a little bit brighter on the map. But since they're referred to as the Outer Sands, I wondered if they'd all generally be desert-like, but this definitely has a very different feel and atmosphere to it. But I'm going to stick to one area at a time, especially, well, this one displays a card but no heart container, so it seems different, at least, you know, in some way. There are no cards remaining in this 3D area. Well, just to quickly check this one too, I guess. No cards remaining in this. So I suppose by definition then, the northeastern one must contain at least one card in the 3D space, or else I'm not going to find enough. Or, of course, each card icon might represent multiple cards to be found in nanopoints. I guess that's possible. Wouldn't be the first time either. So, right. Anyway, I mean, this area is a lot smaller, so maybe I think I want to start exploring this one, now that I think about it. Southern one seems pretty massive, although most of it is just an empty, wide open desert. This actually is a coast, though, a beach. That's neat. It's actually quite pretty. I do like these stone structures. Oh, okay. And unlike the very first area of the game, you can walk into the water, but it basically kills you. Okay, well, that's interesting. That's not where the card is, though. Nope, that's the opposite direction. So, in theory, since... Oh, wow. And there's this? Wait. That's not the button I meant to press. Is that actually... Wait, does that physically work out? It seems like... No, I guess there is enough space inside of this structure. Huh. I thought it looked much smaller from the outside. But that might also be a trick of the, you know, distorted perspective, the fisheye view. Making this appear maybe larger than I thought. But yeah, since the map basically tells us where anything is, and the detector tells us that there is nothing to be found in 3D space. Well, at least no cards. I guess, you know. Oh, interesting. What would that be about then? Is this... Are we going to nano dive into this, or is this just activated? You know what? Let's just find out. Huh. Okay, and it looks like we're entering some kind of cyberspace. Well. Nexus. Wait, this looks like an area from Anodyne 1. I don't remember any, or many, details about that game, but this definitely reminds me of that. I think there was an area that looked just like this. Time, huh? Eh? Huh? Oh, the cleaner has finally arrived. What on earth could they possibly have been up to all this time? I've been waiting for approximately 7 hours 30 and 17 minutes for them to get here. Really, since the beginning of the game, you've been waiting. Well, if I had known that there was a job, such an urgent job waiting for me here, I might have hurried up more. Sorry. Oh well, probably just left the app running or something. No, I just like to take my time. So, who are you exactly? Greetings, Nova. I'm Time, the town deacon. You've been summoned here because the dust has spread throughout New Theland. The dust, it is a fearsome substance which feeds upon the minds and bodies of the infected, corrupting the true nature of the center's designs until only misery and evil remain. Geez, barely a response. What's wrong with this kid? First she comes late and now... Anyhow, it is your sacred duty as the center's own Pico Cleaner to travel the length and breadth of New Theland. I think the term is nano cleaner, but okay. Finding those infected and shrinking inside of them to clean the dust. To do this, I grant you the nano spark. Press B to use it and spark connections with those in need. When you've shrunk into picoscale, you may use it to fight enemies. Is this... Again, I don't remember many specifics, so this might be mimicking the initial dialogue, perhaps, that you had in Anodyne 1, although I don't remember actually shrinking into nanoscale or picoscale in that game. I thought it was all on the same scale, but I might just not be remembering. Also, you didn't have a vacuum back there, but a broom, so I guess we upgraded technology between games, not just, from 2D to 3D. Well, go on, get on with it. Up! You need to go up! My oratorial expertise is completely lost on this one. Sorry that I'm such a disappointment. Hello, clock? The town deacon is in name only, for they are neither. Neither town nor deacon? What? That's random. Anything more? By visiting this area, the Nexus, you may warp to... Something. Wait, this should repeat, right? I want to read it from the beginning. I'm sorry. By visiting this area, the Nexus, you may warp to any of the stone Nexus pads that you will activate throughout New Theland. Stone Nexus pads? Have I seen any of those? Can you imagine not being able to warp around the world instantly? Ha! How tedious that would be. Well, again, with your new nanospark, press B to spark connections with those in need. Shrink into picoscale and use it to fight enemies as well. Okay. Sure. Oh, wait. No, that's normal. So we still don't have a nanospark in here. Okay. Cool. We do not have a map for this, so I guess this is not a normal dungeon. No, this is just exactly what it says, a nexus, a teleportation nexus. Destination, Outer Sands West, the shore. That is where we are, though. Okay, so that's just going to get us back. Can we not leave the way we entered? No, actually. That's right. But this is closed off, so Huh? Whoa, I didn't necessarily mean to do that. What? This is new. Pastel Horizon. Oh, what? Interesting. So this is an entire 2D nanoscale overworld to explore now, with lots of cards marked. And a heart. Well, 3 cards, a heart. Those little blue circles are teleporters, apparently. The purple drop, or flame, or whatever, It's probably also signifying something. Wow. And suddenly we have an actual game to play in this 2D mode. The northern shore of the pastel horizon. Oh, yes. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Wait. Oh, okay. We cannot swim in here either. Thankfully it doesn't actually hurt me or anything. And that brings me back here. Okay, cool. If this portal is inactive, seek another entrance to the Nexus within a higher dimension. Like a third, for example. Oh, and this is not open yet. Huh. I wonder why this is open then. This is all very confusing. Okay, 4 more inactive portals. And yeah, these used to be portals. I wonder if this actually replicates the layout of this Nexus place from Anodyne 1 as well. Huh. Yeah, but all of these are broken. Maybe these used to lead to the areas of Anodyne 1. And in Anodyne 1, these portals on this side were all present but inactive? Or something? If this portal is inactive, seek another entrance to the Nexus within a higher dimension. So maybe just unlocking more entrance points to the Nexus just unlocks teleports to 2D spaces within the Nexus. I mean, that's what I'm guessing based on what I'm seeing here. So I could go ahead and explore the pastel shore, or I could return here. Fascinating. But I mean, I definitely haven't seen anything that looks like this in any of the inner areas, so maybe these are exclusively found in the outer sands. Maybe one each. Although there are a bunch of portals inside the Nexus, of course. So who knows. Alright, looks like should be able to do some platforming over that way. Okay, can land on this. Just barely. A little bit awkward, but doable. Standing on these looks a little bit painful. Yeah, we can definitely jump across here. And there is... Ooh, that was close. Something. Can we make it? Oh no! Dang it, I should have jumped from the very top, the very tip. There's definitely something. Something that is not marked on my map. Or detected by my detector, so... That's interesting. Well, we don't have to jump from the top of this one, as we know. It might even be possible to make this jump from not the very top. Oh, there's a jump pad. That's what this was. Wait. Okay, there's nothing this way, so... Oh. There is an item here, though. An enhancement patch. Okay, so that confirms that enhancement patches in the 3D space are not detected on the map yet. Maybe there is going to be an enhancement patch detector eventually, but it's not in the shop now. And we are back up to 86 coins. Really? Did I collect, what, 50 or so? Since the start of this episode? Because I'm pretty sure I was down to 30 something just from buying all of this. That's crazy. Those add up quickly. Wow, I really don't know. This episode has been going all over the place. I don't really know what I want to do next. I mean, I kind of started exploring this place, the western outer sands. And the episode has actually reached a respectable length of 40 minutes, just about. So I guess I could call it an episode here. I'm definitely interested in checking out the dream field, whatever that is. It sounds like it will teleport me to an entirely new area, because it tells me that I can return via the menu. And I don't remember coming across that name before anywhere. So I'm going to assume that's what that is. And assume that it's maybe going to take a little bit more time than I'm willing to keep going for right now. So long story short, I'm going to call it an episode. I wish there Was a save point quickly available? Surprised there isn't one, actually, right by the entrance. But if I had to guess, there's probably going to be one if I just follow the road. Well, not much of a road, but actually there is one right there. Okay, this is going to lead into that area, right? This is actually the one end of the highway. Okay, well, I'm going to save the game here, and next time I'm probably going to, first thing, explore whatever the Dream Fields thing is. Dream Field. So I'm curious about that, and then we have a some kind of nano adventure waiting for us here in this western area that will net us at least one card and another heart container. Okay, yeah, so that's what we're going to deal with next time. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.